supposed to come to this other machine. It's got white thread on it, but I think you can see what I'm doing. Get this out of the way. So I just want to stitch at 1/2 inch to take these up 1 inch. Haven't cut anything off. Still have the original hem. Just turning them up 1/2 inch. Gonna stitch right along that original hem. You see these are just some old jeans that are really cut up to use as fabric. It's what they're actually from. Put some jean fabric on up here on a jacket for a lady. Okay, turn this on. I'm going to put this on a 3 since this is thick. And I'm just going to stitch it. I'm looking to see if you can see me. Stitch it right along. That original hem. And there's a nice lip there from the fold of that hem. Now there's no reason not to do this on the Jiasew, other than you just have to, if you wanted to use the different weight thread, you just want to thread the machine to the thread weight. And I think I just came up on that seam. I'm not sure. You want to stitch right along it. You don't want to get on that lip, because we're going to, the plan is to open that up. Alright, I came all the way around. And we're going to take the seam marker and open that up. So we wanted it 1 inch shortened. We folded it up. So this right here is going to be our 1 inch. We're going to take these stitches out. I'm sorry, this might not be the best video. I'm sure it's not the best video, but yeah. This is only my second one, so I'm learning how to set this up. So just bear with me, I'll get better, learn more as I go. But yeah, you want to know about sewing, not how to do a video. So I'm just going like every 3 or 4 stitches and breaking the thread. And hopefully we'll be able to get these stitches out of here rather quickly. That's my goal. So that you're not sitting there watching me, but I'm sure you can fast forward through my delayed work here. do have a trash can. It's never where I need it, so I just drop the threads on the floor. Have a major cleanup day, cleaning the threads up. So, yeah. These are those little sections I broke the thread. And I'm just going back and trying to find little pieces to pull out. This is called a European hem, and actually since I've learned how to do it, I prefer this over a regular hem. It's just easy to do. You know how much you want to shorten it. You just take it out right here on this seam allowance, and then I'll show you what to do with it. And when you turn it, if you cut it off and turn it up, your finished garment just looks like you cut it off and turned it up. Where this is going to look, this is going to keep this original stone washed, worn look that it already had. Alright, there you go. Oh, I've been doing some I'd been doing some other stitching on it, so we'll pull that off. And then here's the other side of the stitch I was just trying to remove. And I'll let you, that just comes off easily. I don't know why the factory has so much thread in there, but we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it. So since I'm just doing this for sample, I'm not going to worry about what it looks like too much. But you'd want to get all this cleaned off of here so that the only thing showing is your new thread. So that's good enough. Okay, so this should open up like that. Some more of that old thread. So because I'm using the original, it won't be so difficult to get over these humps. You see this hump that's created? You got this thickness. I got it down where you can't see it. You have the thickness with the turn under. You got the thickness with turning it over again. And you got the thickness on the back side. So that's pretty thick. So if you were turning it up without this hem on it, it would be new fabric. It would be like up in here, turned over. That's not the thick side. I don't think this side is. So these, you've already got a seam. And then you're going to fold it over and fold it over so it's really thick. So you want to take a hammer, and I like to take it outside on the cement, and just, you might want to put some protective fabric over top of it, and you just beat that. It will discolor where you're beating it, which I don't know if you can see that on. You know they beat it when it was first done. Okay, so now I have it opened up. I did catch it, like I said. see what I'm doing. So you open it up, and because I only had a 1/2 inch, I don't have to do any cutting, but if you had more than 1/2 inch, you would cut it down to a 1/2 inch or smaller, and you're going to fold that up inside there, and then fold this back down over it. Hope you can see what I'm doing. So just clean all this up. Clean it all up so that it's tight. Fold this down. So your stitching that you did, that little white stitch thread I did, little white thread stitch, is gone, disappearing. And you're going to stitch right there. So we'll go to the other machine. Turn this around where you can see where I'm stitching. I have a lot of lights in here. I want to put you where I can sew and you can watch. There we go. I think that is good. See my stitch. This is a walking foot, specifically for this heavy fabric jeans. And I like to start at the inseam because that stitch is not going to be seen that much. And on this raggedy pair of pants that I've already cut up, it's hard to tell where that is. But, and like I said, pull these threads out. But we're going to pretend like it's clean. So we're just going to fold this down. I'm going to start on this side of that hump. Get my foot in there and see where the fold stitching is. And there you go. I'll take a few stitches so I can let go of that. And I'll just be working at pulling this over to make sure that it's flat. This is flat. I can see right in the crack here the stitching line that I want to stitch. My piece came out. Stick it back up in there. Like I said, it's going to be really thick right there. You could always cut that. Cut this extra piece because it is a lot of fabric. But I'm thinking with the European hem that we're going to be fine. This is the, I don't know if you can see it. This is the dial to make your stitches longer or shorter. This is the width to make a zigzag. This is the position of your needle. And right now I have the plate on just for straight stitch, so we can't do anything with the zigzag. You'd have to change out the whole feed docks and plate to do zigzag on this machine at this current time. So I'm getting right here where it's really a big hump. So I'm just going to turn it by hand, just so I don't break a needle. Because if I hit something hard, that needle will break. So it's feeding right along. Should be stitching without any issue. When I take it down, it takes it all the way to where the needle's inserted. So we got over the worst part. Like I said, I'm always pulling this at the back side, smoothing that out. Following that dark line. Following that. Pushing that all in. coming back up to another one of those big humps. Saw that jump? I pressed the pedal. But this is really thick right here. Like I said, you know, it doesn't hurt to take a hammer on something, place it on something solid and firm, something that won't break. Some people keep a hammer at their sewing machine, but I like to take it in the garage and beat it on the cement where I know I'm not going to do any damage. I feel like I might be missing some of that there. And that's it. That's it.